Okay, so in this tutorial, we are going to deepen our understanding about ESP32. The topic that we're going to cover in this section, which is called GPIO2. And what is GPIO? GP means general purpose, IO means input and output. General purpose input output 2, which means that it refers to pin 2. Now, what is this pin 2? What is this GPIO2, which means pin 2? That's how you understand in general. And over here we also see that it says pin 2. Now before we run the program, let's see a diagram. So now this is our development board. Okay, this is our ESP32. This is the development board, and over here this is, say for example, you just bought this ESP32 chip or the microcontroller, just bought this one. In that case, GPIO2 refers to actually this one. Okay, this one, and this is because of this, as you see that in our case also this one. I mean, if I turn it around, it would be like the other way. As you can see, you understand it, right? So over here, so this is the LED light that's blinking, which refers to this one over here, and that's actually pin 2. That's what we say. But in general, actually it refers to, well, 24th pin. So if you count from here and come up to here, that is 24. But anyway, so if it is a bare bone chip, then it is 24. But in general, we always use development board. So in that case, that refers to this one, D2. So this idea is a little confusing, I know, because, well, this is our development board. So definitely you don't connect to it directly from here. So you have to connect from the external world or using these pins. Okay. So in the case, as you see that this one, D2. So most of the time D2 refers to pin 2, or the other way to talk about is this one. Okay. So you'll see that we are saying that pin 2, like in our program, we say pin 2 in our program, but in fact, it is not pin 2. In fact, the LED is over here, because this one over here, through this, we are giving power to our LED, okay, our LED lights. Hopefully it makes sense. Anyway, so you should look at this to understand better. And of course, you can count them, you can read the names, make sense of them. If you're new to ESP32, definitely it'll make a lot of sense to you. Okay, so from now on, whenever we say pin 2, actually we're going to refer to D2, this one, not this guy directly, but somehow they're internally connected. Anyway, so now we're going to look at our IDE over here. So as I said that early, we're going to look at this code. Okay, all right, now it's blinking every 5 seconds later, right? Every 0.5 seconds actually. Anyway, so first it gets a pin object from this machine library, then it also gets a sleep object, and then we assign our GPIO2, okay, GPIO2, that actually pin 2. So we assign it to a LED object, okay, we create a variable and we call it LED, you can call it object, and we also say that it is responsible for output. Okay, all right, and then we're gonna run it in a loop. Okay, so, well, this line means that, okay, first get the LED value, which means the pin 2 value, whatever it is, and then negate it, and then sleep for this time. Okay, so first, in general, the value is off or low, which means 0. So in negate 0, that means 1. That means it gets power, and if it gets power, then it's gonna blink, like as you see blinking over here, right? And then it's gonna sleep for 0.5 seconds. Now, of course, we can change things over here. So now over here, we modify our example, and you'll see that we have printed the value, whatever the value it is, and then we negate it, and then we'll sleep for 2 times so that we better understand the example. So let's go ahead and run it. So it's 0, and as it was 0, as you see, it was blinking. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, 0 and blink, I mean not blinking, it is light, that's what I mean. Okay, so it blinks after 2 seconds later.